Previously on Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Hi. I'm gonna kill you with fire again.
I must leave them
Because
well.
apparently all I use is fire. Because it's the only thing that makes it go Hadouken!
And now back to Mark Monastery.
We were told Hubert would be leading the enemy forces, but the Death Knight's also with them. We'll have to take care of both of them, but we won't have time to mop up all the enemy units. We'll have to split up and take them on at the same time, or risk being overrun by their reinforcements.
It's here! The Crest of Flames banner! There, on the other side of the canal!
Uninvited guests, I see. Let's ensure they receive a warm welcome. Ready the artillery.
Prepare to attack!
Rocks, arrows, magic. Rain death upon the enemy until they are silent as the grave. Reinforcements will fly in shortly. Defend the heavy weapons until they arrive.
What's my strategy? All is going to plan.
At the ready.
As for all of us.
Leave it to me.
Let's make this quick.
What is potentially the problem?
I will not die yet.
Can't afford to lose.
More fighting. This is my stage now. I'm your girl. Can't afford to lose.
Shall we?
That's...
Hey. One 8 point.
My orders? Alright, who's next?
Dead. Hi, Death Knight.
I've been waiting for you.
What's my strategy?
There we go.
I do this for all of us. My orders?
Nah, I'm gonna risk it.
What's my strategy?
Okay,
I do this
come on.
for
This is
all
getting a
of
little
us.
bit ridiculous.
At your service. I'll do my best.
I know you want invasion time, but come on. Or you want Stone Reader Works.
Leave it to me. No chance.
Whatever you want to do, then ass.
Am I getting...
Shall we?
A nobleman.
shall we?
Too close for my...
There we go. The more heavy I have, the better.
Not quite ready to die. Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy? I must lead them well. Haven't.
Leave it to me.
I'm your girl. At your service. I do this for all of us.
At the ready. I fought and won. More bad. Good. What's my strategy?
At your service. I do this for all of us. I'll do my best. My orders?
Hi.
Our first wave of reinforcements is here. We'll not be long until the next.
Reinforcements? That was quick. We can't hang around or they'll just keep coming. We'll have to capture the artillery. We can turn them against their reinforcements.
I came here to get you. Let's return together, Emil.
Leave. The place of your death is not here.
My orders?
At the ready.
I do this for all of us. I'll do my best. At your service.
What's my strategy?
Well, I already killed it enough, but sure, let's go with that.
Amazing!
Leave it to me. Sorry it's gotta be like this.
I'm your girl. Let's make this quick. Now there's a way forward.
A predictable success.
Be careful.
Now is...
We have reinforcements coming in from another direction. Deploy them as soon as they arrive.
strength.
There we go.
To kill,
Now he's dead.
to die. To know one without the other would be maddening.
I can.
Okay. Just Hubert left to deal with.
We are taking heavy losses. We need more troops.
I do this for all of us.
Hello. Gonna get you dead.
Sorry, but I must.
I've got no time for mercy.
Yep. Ah.
Make a difference? Still. Be smart or I'm finished.
Just going through this.
Afford this setback.
I guess we'll just have to be right here. And that's to take care of
Should've
the
seen
parts
that
of
coming.
Luis.
I fought and won. Keep it up.
Hello.
All is going to plan.
It's done. Looking good.
Get yourself killed.
My orders?
I should have disposed of you a long time ago. I will rectify that failure here.
Yeah, like get a
Gotta
spy.
use your head sometimes.
There is still. I can.
Ding.
I fully grasp. Fitting out.
Aye. Can't hit me. This is the end.
We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory is everything.
Well done, everyone. Now we can break through into Anbar. We need to hurry up and attack the palace to block Edelgard's movements.
Then those who says in the dark. I feel like we've gotten like no closure on those who says in the dark for the entire game yet. Like, what are they planning?
We've made it this far. Somehow.
Yeah, even with me skipping through all these months I've been going through, I'm surprised at how even I am just going through these stages.
Edelgard is probably looking down on us from somewhere in that castle.
I wonder if she's panicking or just smiling smugly.
From this point on, she'll be giving it her all too. Expect her to be tougher than the last time we fought. This battle will settle things once and for all. We'll attack as soon as everyone is ready. Huh? Is that you, Dedu?
I heard the Alliance's army had entered the city. I've been searching for you ever since.
What are you doing in Emblem?
I am waiting for a chance to kill Edelgard. I have not yet been blessed with the opportunity.
Well, if you want to fight alongside us, we'd be more than happy to have you.
We fight for different objectives. I swore to offer Edelgard's head to His Highness, but should I fail, I will have no choice but to entrust that mission to you. This is the information I have gathered during my time in hiding here. It includes details about the inside of the castle.
I appreciate this, but what do you plan to do? Don't tell me you plan to go alone.
I've done what I came here to do. Farewell.
Hey!
Ew.
Wait! He's gone. He's just as hard to understand as his liege was. The time has finally come, my friend. Once we win this fight, the Empire will fall.
What will we do about Fulton?
The subject is heavy on my mind. Odd as it sounds, I believe the forces responsible for destroying Fodlan are also responsible for protecting the livelihood of its citizens. Everything, even the land itself, has been harmed by the chaos of war. Restoring it will be no easy feat. To do that, the first thing we need to think about is a new ruling system for all of Fodlan.
You can fight Fulton explanation.
As usual, we're on the same page. I was thinking the same thing. Even if the Alliance lords and any remaining influential nobles were to divide up dominion of all of Fodlan, they would simply pursue their own interests. Another war would be inevitable. That's why there needs to be a powerful ruler who stands above them all and unifies Fodlan as one nation. If it means I can lead Fodlan to a better future, I wouldn't mind that at all. My dreams await in a future where Fodlan is no longer ravaged by war. There are things I want to see with you someday. I'll keep thinking about the best way to achieve that goal. Whatever we decide to do, we can't do it until we defeat the Empire. Fodlan can't welcome a new dawn until we win the war. Let's prepare as best we can.
So close.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads. On the streets of the Imperial capital, Alliance forces crush Edelgard's army and take up the perimeter of the Imperial Palace. The time has come to face Emperor Edelgard and to free Rhea from her clutches.
Whoa, wide away.
Is everyone ready? The objective of this battle is to defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea. According to the information Dedu gave us, the throne room is directly north of the castle's main entrance. It's safe to assume that's where Edelgard is.
I want to kill Edelgard.
She's a fellow student to all of us. If there's a path that we can walk together, that would be preferable. But that all depends on Edelgard. If she won't yield, then that's that. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill her. I ask that you and everyone here prepare yourselves to do the same.
Understood. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are prepared.
The future of the Alliance, no, of Fodlan, is at stake. I have been prepared for this my whole life.
Captain Gerald taught me that indecisiveness is a weakness. One must cast aside their doubts before fighting.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she took one look at my overstuffed muscles and surrendered in tears then and there.
I really hope that Edelgard will yield.
Edelgard is a stubborn one. I don't think she's likely to surrender.
Goddess, please protect us.
I'll fight with all I got to save Lady Rhea.
Rescuing Lady Rhea is my dearest wish. We must prevail no matter what it takes.
Satisfied yet, boy? Everyone made up their minds a long time ago.
Okay, let's get started. We're yours to command, my friend.
Leave it to me.
Everyone, take your positions. The battle is upon us.
Well, there must be one battle left after this one, because the East one is kind of available. I think we will figure out something about those with Scissor in the Dark in this route. It's just my intuition speaking, but it's wrong, it's wrong. I already do not like the looks of this. And it's currently blocking the way to Edelgard. Fantastic. Needless to say, this is freaking fantastic.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
There are more enemies inside the palace than I thought. It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But if we defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go! Our bashful little emperor has locked herself up behind the door of the throne room. The key should be around here somewhere. We need to find whoever's got it and take them out.
What's my strategy?
Light and funny.
It's time. It won't be in vain.
Too close for my liking.
At your service. This is for... My orders?
Dead.
How about a curtsy?
Hi, you're dead.
Sorry, but I must. I wonder how Dedeu's doing. I hope I get to see him again.
Me too.
Be smart or I'm finished. For Gerald.
I got...
A fitting outcome. And that...
Hello. I stuck past your big guy. What are you gonna do about it? Try to kill you as fire?
It's over.
No, I don't think so.
Another victory.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far. I don't mean to belittle your skills, Professor, but you far surpassed my expectations.
Thanks, I guess.
Inform the troops. Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room. Here's the plan.
Ow. To do.
So close. Must press on. I cannot vanquish her alone, so I will join you in this battle. But if I fall, leave me. My only wish is for Edelgard's head.
Here's an idea.
There's more to be done. All this power just to survive. We have this
Get the boost.
I've got another. I do this for all.
Then
of
do it
us.
again.
Allow me. Turn the tables.
There we go.
At your service.
Oppose.
A threat eliminated.
What's my strategy?
It'll go on. Actually, hold on.
Leave it
hold
to
on.
me.
Hold a moment.
That's another one.
Oh, wait.
At the ready.
Professor, I suppose you think you can defeat me, is that right? But I will never give up. Even if my arms and legs failed me, I would still find a way to move forward. I will smash that false goddess and her minion into the ground. I will fight to free this world from her vile grasp.
Here is something to believe in!
No, you won't.
It looks as though my path will end here. my teacher. Claim your victory. Strike me down. You must. Even now, across this land, people are killing each other. If you do not act now, this conflict will go on forever. Your path lies across my grave. It is time for you to find the courage to walk it. If I must fall, let it be by your hand. I wanted to walk with you.
Oh God.
It's over. We were only able to be here because of you. This wasn't the conclusion I had hoped for, even though Never mind. It's over now. The important thing is that we won.
Here, boy. A letter. An Imperial General asked me to give it to you.
A letter? Let's see it. It looks like it's from Hubert, Edelgard's vassal.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world. And they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Mercius. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fodlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
Hubert, to leave a letter like this behind. You were a better man than I believed you to be. So, Rhea is alive, and the fight isn't over yet. Those who slither in the dark. It sounds like Fodlan will never know peace unless we defeat them. The allies of Monica and Tomas, well, we knew about them already. I think it's safe to assume this is the same group who used Lysithea for their blood experiments. And they were also responsible for the javelins of light that destroyed the fortress. But who were these children of the goddess who they supposedly resent? There's just not enough information here. I don't suppose there's any chance that this is his idea of a prank. If so, wow, good one. Hubert, rather than writing a letter, you should have just told us before we fought.
Let's ask Rhea about it.
Right. We still don't know for sure if this letter is telling the truth. Let's go find out.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again all this time. Is it truly you?
Claude. I can see you have grown into a reliable young man. Thank you for supporting the professor. And for rescuing me. Surely the protection of the goddess has...
Wait, Rhea. What do you know about the children of the goddess?
Children of... What is this about?
Forgive my bluntness. Someone from the Empire filled us in on a few things. I know it must be painful for us to ask you difficult questions after such an arduous confinement, but we have no choice. We must defeat a secret enemy. Those who slither in the dark. Do you know about them?
Those who slither in the dark.
Apparently, they resent the children of the goddess and the people of the world, and are planning something big, something terrible. They use blood for their wicked magic and are capable of dropping javelins of light from the sky, which are powerful enough to crush a fortress. If you can think of anything at all, please tell us now. We need to know as much as possible about these enemies in order to stop them. This is the critical moment that will determine whether or not Fodlan falls. Can't you see that the time for secrets has passed?
It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
The weirdo the son of the creator.
Nemesis, the king of liberation. He's the hero to whom the goddess gave the sword of the creator.
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the holy tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the sword of the creator.
In Xanadu?
Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu, but he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan.
That's completely different from what the legends tell us about Nemesis.
A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
Aha! So Nemesis had accomplices, and those accomplices must have been those who slither in the dark. They used Nemesis, and this time they used the Imperial Army to once again bring war to Fodlan. I finally get it. And I even understand why Edelgard was associating with them. Just as they were trying to use the Empire was trying to use them. Rhea, there's still a mountain of things I need to ask you. And I will, but I'll leave all of that for another day. You must be weak after living in confinement for so long. Please, rest for a while. My friend, let's prepare for battle. We need to strike Shambhala as soon as possible.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
It occurs to me that we never got an answer from Rhea about the children of the goddess.
Aren't they the people of Xanadu?
She did say that the people of the Red Canyon were the children of the progenitor god, so I suppose so. But those evil guys continued to plot their revenge even after the Red Canyon tragedy. Does that mean some of the children of the goddess, or their descendants, are still alive?
Rhea?
Could be. She was talking about what happened in Xanadu as if she was there herself. What are these children anyway? And how are they connected to the goddess? I almost disappeared into the bottomless swamp that is my mind. I thought that after we defeated the Empire, I'd be able to see that sight I longed to see.
What sight is that?
I've told you about my dreams before. I want to break down the wall separating Fodlan from the outside world.
Yeah.
The sight I want to see lies beyond that. Honestly, it's a trivial thing to fixate on. Just people, gathered in their towns, living out their lives together, sometimes laughing, sometimes fighting. But the people living there aren't just citizens of Fodlan. There are people from Dagda, Bridget, and even Dusker and Srang. There could be people who were born in Almyra, or countries even farther east there, too. All of those people living together like it's nothing special at all. That's the sight I long to see. It's so simple, but still so far away. But this is no time for complaining. we need to focus on capturing Shambhala. Let's hurry up and gather everyone together.
Right.
So, you mean to tell me that Fodlan will fall to ruin if we leave those guys be?
If this map is reliable, their base is just south of my family's territory.
This story is a bit much to believe. And yet...
It does ring true, somehow.
Remember Monica, the one who killed Gerald? And the old man who was masquerading as Tomas? They were their allies. And the Flame Emperor and the Death Knight were merely their pawns.
The people who were after my blood?
They were also the ones who used me to conduct their blood experiments.
As awful as it sounds, they're seemingly fond of using blood in their secret techniques.
Ugh, that's really gross. I could never be friends with someone like that.
I believe they were also responsible for the Javelin of Light that destroyed Fort Mercius.
Hold up, boy. Do you really think that we can win against such powerful foes?
Guys, I am the most OP person around. Just leave it to me.
I don't know. But we have to try, don't we?
This is for Fodlan's future.
We've really taken on something big. I wonder if our names will go down in history.
This is going down in history.
My heroic name passed down to future generations? A worthy cause indeed.
They were trying to use the Imperial Army to plunge Fodlan into war. But we nipped that in the bud. Now we just need to tear out their roots. And I know we have what it takes to do it.
Even if we must skip the entire month. Because I'm literally the most OP person around. Okay, so month 7.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Blue Sea Moon. The city without light. Immediately following Edelgard's defeat, the Alliance army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire. Claude suspects that if the true enemy is left unchecked, disaster will befall Fodlan, and so he cuts short the celebration and the troops head for Shambhala, where this foe resides.
I figured. I was like, this is way too early just to be the end of the story. Those who stand on the dark, even if they're not the true final boss for the fourth round, here we are, finally tackling them.
Thanks.
I just don't get it.
What is it, Claude?
Those Javelins of Light. They were trying to use it to kill us at Fort Mercius, right? But then why not drop it on Garreg Mach? They must have known for a while that we were here.
It is not that they chose to refrain, but rather that they were unable to do so.
Rhea, how are you feeling?
I am well enough. I cannot afford to rest while Fodlan is in danger.
What do you mean when you say they couldn't drop a Javelin of Light here?
Once, a very long time ago, a massive ball of light fell upon this monastery. However, that light mysteriously changed course in mid-air and landed in ALL instead.
Huh?
ALL, the Valley of Torment. So that's what the wreckage of those Javelins of Light looks like.
The Holy Tomb is not only the location of the progenitor god's eternal slumber, but also a sacred vessel for a power that repels evil.
Huh?
Supposedly, the progenitor god built the Holy Tomb herself to protect her children from the evil light.
So the children of the goddess gathered in Xanadu because of its proximity to the monastery? But we've fought at distant locations many times.
Despite that, the Javelins of Light only fell on Fort Mercius.
In his letter, Hubert said that he detected their magic when the fort fell. In other words, because they used a Javelin of Light, Hubert was able to pinpoint the location of their base.
So they didn't use it before then because they didn't want us to know where their base is?
In any case, those Javelins of Light must be something they can't just use whenever they want.
Yeah.
And they finally decided to use one at Mercius, where they were sure they'd be able to finish us off. It's only thanks to the whims of the Death Knight that we escaped with our lives, and no Javelins of Light have fallen since then.
It's possible that the enemy hasn't yet realized that we've learned the location of their base.
If so, their guard may be down, which makes this the perfect time for a surprise attack.
I will accompany you.
What?
What? No, that would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for myself.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
We don't know exactly what we're up against here, but having you around is very reassuring, Rhea. Let's prepare to strike at Shambhala before they make their next move.
This is the Seventh Ones. That's a very futuristic looking area. Let's go ahead and talk to everybody because... oh boy.
Professor.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy. But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. She should just leave things to you and Claude and get the rest she needs.
If only.
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs. She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said. At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled?
Our next opponent is an ally of Solon. Do you remember what Solon called us?
Insects?
No. He called us beasts.
Well, excuse me, it's been a while.
Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the Savior. Who exactly is he saving?
The Empire is broken in smithereens. Now it is possible for me to go back to Brigid, but I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that. We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
Yeah.
Those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
Heck yeah, Lasifia. I'll give a flinch for you. And, Professor, are you alright? I'm fine.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy!
Jeez, keep the boner in. Jeez. You don't need to express it enough.
But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
I know.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
Me too. Always a bad feeling.
Professor, most of the opera company fled, but they're back in the capital now.
Nice.
I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival. They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
Yes. Not long.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition? It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous.
considering how long she was confined.
I feel similarly.
There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
Oh, Shambhala it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Gonril territories. Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle, but he says that I can represent House Gonril without his help, that I have it in me. I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me. Excuse me.
No.
Could you do me a favor?
No. Fudge off. Not doing the side quest again. Fudge off.
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now. I'm praying that she'll be well as soon as possible. Goddess, I beg you, protect Lady Rhea.
I want answers.
He's dead. My father's dead.
Oh.
I'm okay, though. Really, I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army, after all. Minister of Military Affairs. He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs. That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. This whole time, I fought side by side with you and Claude. But did I ever get any stronger? Will I ever be as strong as my father?
Oh.
As history proves, everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise. Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too. Don't you think? That almost sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
Sort of. Not really though.
These are Monica's people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain Gerald. Then this is my real opportunity for revenge. There's no way I can back down from this one.
Yeah. You're not scared?
No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm eager to get out there and fight. This is what I've been training for.
We've all heard the legend of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. But now Lady Rhea is saying Nemesis was just some kind of thief. Those two descriptions are totally at odds. Which version's correct? I don't know what to think, but I guess that's the nature of history. I wonder what the generations that come after us will say about the battle we're about to fight.
Oh, I don't know. That's difficult all on its own.
The folks we're fighting next aren't normal humans, are they? It's that group who caused the Javelin of Light to fall, right? It just doesn't seem like something a human is capable of. I'm not prone to flinching, but I don't feel great about any of this.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale. It appears these fiends have infiltrated the deepest corners of the Empire. After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed. That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel. Something about him sits ill with me.
Yeah, same. Like, you barely had much screen time at all. And if anything, it was only like during specific times where one would not think that he would have some bigger grand scheme in this. It's a little too conspicuous.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine.
You're doing plenty.
All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fodlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
And fed.
Think of so. The moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church. That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears.
Dorothea.
You know Count Burgles is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
Yeah.
We saved Rhea and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished too.
Yeah, since Dimitri's dead, Dudu probably is still out there, still alive to this day. I don't
The
know.
reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading.
Please stay with us a little longer.
Of course. I've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Varley. I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something.
We can put it back onto the west. Well, excuse you, Doris.
Finally, that awful war is over. Everyone lost something, and everyone had to make sacrifices. But maybe we can put a stop to all of this pain and loss now. Let's hurry to Shambhala, Professor. We have to defeat them if we ever want to see a world without war.
Yeah.
We crushed the Empire at long last. But there's no time to bask in our victory. We must prepare for the coming battle. We knew there was a secret group behind the Imperial Army all this time. Now we have a chance to make the first move against them. We have Hubert to thank for that.
Yeah.
It's also thanks to him that we were able to rescue Rhea. I still have plenty of questions I'd like to ask her.
We should let her rest.
Sadly, I agree. After we return from the next battle, we'll ask her all of our burning questions. Rhea's the only one who gets a break, though. Everyone else had better start preparing for battle.
Yeah.
Professor!
A mysterious power threatening the very future of Fodlan? Certainly we cannot give it leeway. In comparison to this, the internal power struggles in the Alliance are utterly trivial.
Do you think we can defeat it?
There is simply no option but victory. The alternative is unthinkable. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to strike the decisive blow on the enemy commander. Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
But it wouldn't.
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat. But that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself, and where I'll go when this war's finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
Right.
This war might be over, but not war in general. Human beings thrive on conflict. We can't get enough of it. I don't know when, but you know someday another war will begin.
Even so.
That's the way it is, right? War may always come back, but so will peace. And peace is what we fight for.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the Boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if the Boar... if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
Oh yeah, we have 2 more Dark Seals. That should be leeway enough. Because Benedetta is finally capable. Surely I hate missing have to move an action again, but might as well do something. You don't have to nothing though. Demon Blade.
I passed!
Alright, I think this will do it for now. Next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem 3 Houses, we shall confront those who slid on the dark at long last. Maybe finally even get to some long-awaited answers. See you guys then.